Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about Z-scalar INC. So the spelling for this is ZSCALER. Now because of less data, we are going to use weekly as well as daily chart to understand the trend. And though or because we have less data, it is also very important to understand that the trend we are going to presume afterwards, it's not about what is available, it is about what is about to happen in the near future. So it will be an intermediate trend rather than a long term trend because the data is less. Now looking at the weekly chart, you will find one thing, that the overall chart, whatever data we have, the overall chart is very bullish. Okay, so that's the first part you need to understand. Now there will be peaks and troughs that we are going to see in this particular video. Now looking at this chart, what you will see here, that this is the lower end of the range or the support level which you can find in this particular stock. Okay, let me just draw all of this and then I will discuss about the levels. Okay, so these are the support levels which you'll have on the screen. Now the resistance level will be like this. So these are the resistance level which you have. So this looks like this. Okay, so here we have. Now what do you see in this current trend is probably the stock is or at near to its higher end of the range or near to its resistance level. So what one need to do here is a bit more skeptic about the trend or the immediate uptrend. Okay, now what you can do is you can keep your stop loss at $121. Now if the stock falls below $121, then you will probably see your next support at or near $89. Below that you will have one more support which will be at $61, and then you have your big support will come at 54 and finally $42 on the downside. So that's why what you need to do, you need to take care of simply one thing, whether the level which is $121, whether it is holding or not. If it holds, then probably the stock will either go into a consolidation or it will go back towards the upper end of the range after a slight correction. So that's what we need to see here. Now if the stock falls below 121, then all the levels follows accordingly on the downside. On the upside, you will have your first target or resistance at $166, followed by your big resistance or big target as $190. Now one thing to understand here is this, that these levels or these points which I have explained on the upside, 166 or $190, these are not absolute points because we don't know about the movement of the stock. What we do know about is that at any given point of time the price could probably touch any of the touch points is not sure, because it will completely depend upon the price and its movement, whether the price will touch this point of the line or this point or this point. We don't know about that, or multiple points, but what we do know that this will be the barrier. Okay, now one thing what we need to consider here is that if the stock moves like this, okay, which means it simply make a crossover above these two lines, then in that case it will be considered as a trend breakout. Okay, and that will happen after $190. So if the stock sustain above $190 and if a move simply is like this, then this will be a start of a new trend. In that case, what you need to do you can keep your stop at 190 and you can carry on along with the trend. Okay, now for the target, if it happens something like this or if a breakout like this happened, so the target we may consider on the upside. Okay, so the target that we may consider on the upside will be somewhere near or in between 240 and $480. That's what we are probably going to see if a big breakout happen. Now there is another way uh, with which we can probably see how the trend could probably move on the upside. Now just focus on, let me just zoom this a bit, zoom in this bit. So what you can see, if the price started moving like this, in this case you will see volatility, but as you can see the price is indeed moving higher with a flat bottom. Okay, this may also be considered as a upside trend, but probably with a flat bottom. In that case you can consider this range. So I have already explained 190, it can go as long as 270 or 276. So this may also be a possibility. So there are two cases or the two ways with which the stock can move on the upside. First, if there is a breakout like this, in that case you can consider these two levels, which will be in between 240 and 478. And second case, if there is a volatility and stock will not go down or stay at or above 121, but it will increase in terms of volatility on the upside, and in that case you will see a target which will be in between 190 and 276. But one more thing to understand here is, in any case the stock must not go below $121, otherwise you will see that further lower levels will definitely come in this particular chart which I have explained here. Now looking at the daily chart, you will see lots of volatility, and the levels which we need to look here will be different. Okay, let me just delete all the levels which I have used for weekly chart, and for daily chart you will see that the stock is moving up and it is a positive trend. Okay, so let me just delete all these things. Okay, so here we have, now in the daily chart, the first thing which one need to see is about the current trend, and one will probably observe, or one can probably observe here, that the trend has definitely becomes a flat one. So it is now started consolidating, where you can find that the upper end of the range is 159 or $160, and the lower end of the range is $125. Or probably you can, rather than use this one, you can use 120 to $123. So inside this range the stock is already started consolidating, which may not be seen as a prevalent trend in the weekly chart, but it is quite observable in the daily chart. Now if the stock sustains or consolidate in between these two ranges, that is fine, and anyhow a big trend or a new trend will only start once the stock makes a breakout and sustain above $160. But in case if the stock falls below $122, then the next probable support will come at $89. Okay, so this will be a big downfall if the important support level breaks on the downside. Okay, and the stock moves toward the downside of the range. Now if the stock falls below $122, the next support will come at 89, probably 79, and you will find your big support at $67. So this is the thing what you can see on the daily chart. Now one thing is visible in weekly as well as in daily chart is this: although whatever data is available, it indeed is showing that the stock is moving upward, but the current trend or the current price action is showing that probably the stock is near to its upper end of the range. So what you need to do first, either you need to wait for a better risk reward ratio or find a level at which whenever you are buying will give you a better prospect of making good amount of returns. Next, if you are indeed buying at the current price level, then you must increase your time horizon beyond 3 years on the minimum side. Otherwise, you won't see if there is a breakout happen and if the stock continues to go on the upside, that's fine. But if things happen on the negative side, then that will be a problem. So you need to wait. Either you can wait or you can average your position. It is up to you. I have explained the levels, but you can't over expect things probably at a time when your positioning is not good. So I think that this will give you enough a brief idea about the daily as well as the weekly chart. So this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.